Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and welcome to part 2 of our Sport Touring Tire Shootout. If you run Sport Touring tires on your machine, this is a showdown you definitely don't want to miss. We're taking the Dunlop Sportmax RoadSmart 4 and throwing it back in the ring with Michelin's Road 6. Once again, no excuses, no safe spaces. In round 1, we hit the streets of Willow Springs for some good old-fashioned dry track abuse. And hey, the result, Michelin, they hung in there with solid grip, but the Dunlop's more planted feel and sharp transitions earned it the top spot and the fastest lap times. So now the question is, can Dunlop's racetrack domination carry over to the street for some real-world testing, or is the Michelin ready to strike back? Well, we're heading to the legendary canyons of Palomar Mountain to find out, but before we twist the throttle, quick reminder, speedaddicts.com is your go-to for the best tire deals. Online, ship fast, free to lower 48 states. Hit the link now in the description below to get over to speedaddicts.com and shop tires today. We definitely appreciate your support there. All right, let's hit the road. On the street, both tires heat up quickly. No drama, no sketchy first miles, just grip and go. The Michelin score early with comfort. They deliver a plush, bump-soaking ride that feels downright luxurious, perfect for long-haul touring or chewing up broken pavement on those rougher roads. But once you start pushing the pace, that cushy feel starts to work against you. Under load, the Road 6 can feel a bit vague. Great feedback, sure, but there's a noticeable squirm when you start throwing it into corners at speed. That said, the Road 6 still delivers solid grip, predictable handling when you're flirting with the limit, always a good thing. It's trustworthy, stable, and gives you the feedback you need up to a point. But when the ride turns aggressive, the corners get tight, it starts to feel a little out of its element. More Grand Tour than Canyon Carver, planted but a bit too soft around the edges to really attack the road with precision. The Dunlop RoadSmart 4, on the other hand, balances that comfort with confidence. It also handles rough pavement fairly well, but thanks to that stiffer carcass, it delivers a more connected feel. There's less squish, more feedback, more agility. Happy to flick side to side, and that added rigidity boosts riders' confidence when you're charging hard. Grip is right in line with Michelin, but the Dunlops feel more dialed when you're pushing it. Whether you're trail braking into a tight turn or accelerating out of one, they stay composed, and that matters when the road gets rowdy. Now, we know what you're thinking. What about wear and durability? Important factors and a fair question, but unfortunately we just didn't log enough miles to crown a long-term champ. That said, after our part 1 track session, the Michelins were showing a bit more wear, especially along the shoulders, something to keep an eye on if you ride hard. Our conclusion after a day in the canyons, while the Michelin had a slight edge in ride quality, it was clear that our riders found the Dunlop superior overall in the canyons. That RoadSmart 4 was more predictable and had better handling. This performance gap became more and more obvious as the speeds were cranked up. Round 2 goes to Dunlop. Next up, we're heading to the wet weather proving grounds in Huntsville, Alabama, where we set our same test pilots loose on a soaked track to see who's top dog when the going gets wet. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the grand finale of our Sport Touring Tire Shootout and see if Dunlop can score the hat trick.